Hey everyone, I wanted to take a minute and answer this kind of general idea. Why have you been able to study English for so long, but you still can't speak English? You want to know why you can't speak English after all of these years, all of these books, all of these lessons, all of these courses, all of these private tutors? They're teaching you wrong. And you know why they're teaching you wrong? This is kind of sick. They're doing it because it makes them money. If I teach you how to speak English, how to understand English in a couple of months as a tutor, am I going to keep getting money from you? No, you speak English. Why do you need a tutor? It's the same thing with education in general. The curriculum is designed to keep you studying, to keep you needing the course material. Yeah, that's pretty much it. How many books have you read? How many courses have you taken? How many tutors have you paid to teach you English? And you still suck. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. But you're still not good, right? What is it? Is it you? No, it's not you. Okay? It's not you. I get this all the time. Why am I still bad? Right? I've been taking English at my school for years, and I still can't speak to you. I'm only writing this through a translator, or I'm only able to write what I want to say, but I can't say it. The way you're being taught is wrong, and it's wrong because they make money off of you. That's what it is. Yeah, that's the short answer. The real answer on how do I learn English? How can I learn to speak English for free? Whatever, for free. I can tell you how to learn for free. Use the resources on the internet. The very first thing you must learn is pronunciation, period. Okay? It's how children learn how to speak fluently. If you're an adult, eat your pride. I don't care if you've been studying English for years. It doesn't matter. You have to start at the basics. If your foundation is bad, you're always going to be bad. That's it. That's the simple truth. So you start at phonics. You learn how to pronounce letters, sounds, how to blend sounds together to make words. Okay, cool. Now that you've mastered this ability, and I say master because that's like a catchphrase, but for real, if you've learned how to do all of these sounds, for the most part, correctly, okay? Let's say 80%. You're doing great. You're already doing better than you were. Why? You sound right. It's the first thing you have to do. Learn how to sound correct. Fix your accent. Fix how you say words, how you read the words. Cool. There are tons of phonics teachers out there on the internet. I'm one of them. And there are tons of free phonics courses on the internet. I give you one for free. There are tons of them, though. You don't have to use mine. You can use any of the resources available. But use one that's audio-based, one where you can hear what's happening, okay? That's step one. Now you've learned phonics. Cool. What is the very first thing your English book does? What is the very first thing your English tutor does? They throw down worksheets full of grammar. You don't learn grammar first. Why is English difficult? Why is any language difficult? Grammar. Grammar is the hardest part of the language. Do you really need to speak perfectly when you're first starting? No. That's why you don't progress. You don't get better. You're so worried about the grammar that you don't just learn how to speak. Think about a child. A child learns how to speak in any language. Are they good at speaking? No. They speak. They just speak. They say what's on their mind. It's bad. It's broken. But it's okay. You know why? They're a little kid. We don't expect them to understand how to say sentences perfectly. You're a language learner. I don't expect you to speak perfectly either. Most people wouldn't. It's your second or maybe your third language. Why are you expecting yourself to learn perfect grammar first? That's wrong. The minute you stop focusing on grammar and you just try to communicate a basic idea, you're already doing better. It builds up confidence. Really, it's all about confidence. So step one is to learn phonics, learn how to speak correctly, how to pronounce the words correctly. But the step two is to build your confidence. You're never going to speak if you're not confident. I don't care if your grammar's perfect. It doesn't matter. If you're afraid to speak, you can't speak. If you're talking to a foreigner, like you met me on the street and you said something in broken English, I understand what you're saying. Less than 50% of a sentence, I still understand what you're saying. You know how I know this? I can go to a restaurant here in China. I don't speak Chinese. I know, bad teacher, sorry. But I can point at something and say this, or maybe I don't even say it, I just point at it. Nonverbal communication, and they know what I want. And I say one word, takeout, right? I say dabao, right? I said takeout. Okay, cool, they know I want this food to go. I said one Chinese word, and I pointed at something. Communication is still possible without perfect grammar. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you can improve your ability in a language. Not just English, but in any language, okay? It's so crazy that they teach grammar first. When I teach my students, even here at my school here, or private students, the first thing they say, what's the grammar? I don't teach you grammar. I actually fight with my students all the time. I'm not going to teach you grammar. We're going to work through your issues first, and you're going to discover grammar naturally. English and any other language is based off of patterns. We call them grammar rules, but in reality, rules are broken, and it frustrates you, right? Oh, this is a rule, but here's the exception. It's not a rule, right? But if I say, hey, this is a pattern. Here's a pattern for how you should say this, right? Or how we answer a question. Okay, cool. Is it always right? Maybe no, but who cares? It's mostly right. Cool. It's all about building your confidence that you can communicate. Cool. So step one, phonics. Learn how to speak right. Learn the correct accent. Learn how to pronounce words. 2, build your confidence by forgetting grammar. It's not nearly as important as you think. Grammar can be fixed later, but confidence is horrible to teach, horrible to gain. It's one of the hardest parts of it. That's why most of you can't speak English. You're not confident. And that confidence runs into slow thinking and all these other problems that every other YouTuber out there or other teacher has a trick or tip for. Okay, whatever. That's what you have to do. Now, you can speak correctly. You can read correctly, and you've got basic sentences. You're basically speaking. It's not perfect, but you're basically communicating. Cool. What's step 3? Now we start working on all of these other skills that we need for whatever our situation is. If you're going to be in school and you need to get ready for tests and going to university or whatever, you need to start focusing on fixing your grammar mistakes, fixing your listening skills, fixing your reading comprehension skills, fixing your writing skills. Oh, look, they all kind of go together. Writing and grammar, they go together. Reading comprehension, listening comprehension, oh, they all kind of go together. It sounds like 4 difficult things, but nah. We've got 2 basic concepts, comprehension skill and fixing your grammar now. But you're already confident. You already can communicate with your friends or with someone, anyone. You can get what you need and you can operate in that language. Great. Now is the time we focus on those issues, those specific issues like grammar. Not before. Not in the beginning. Nowhere near it. You're going to learn basic grammar through patterns, through fluency exercises, talking to people, practicing, making mistakes, right? Oh, this is another thing that drives me crazy, is students will always say, correct me when I'm wrong. No. You know what happens when I correct you if you're wrong? We never finish the conversation because you're always going to be wrong. If you have to ask me to correct you when you're wrong, your grammar, or you're already making mistakes, grammar or speaking or something, there's already a mistake. You know it. Your confidence is low. What's the best thing for me to do? Keep punching you when you're already low on confidence. Oh, you said that wrong. Oh, you dropped the verb. Oh, you missed an article. Oh, you said this wrong. Do you want to keep talking? No, you don't. Never ask someone to correct you when you're wrong if you're at a low-level skill. That is something you ask someone when you're very high, when you're confident already. Hey, look, help me. If I'm missing something, let me know. Cool. Oh, you dropped that. No big deal. But I promise you, when you're at this level, this higher level, you are not going to have nearly as many mistakes as you think, right? At that point, it's not a problem. You're already comfortable speaking. Never do it in the beginning. I feel like I'm getting off topic, or this might be disjointed, but that's what you do. You cannot speak English still after all these years of study because the English systems that are here for you to learn are meant to keep you buying the product. That's it. Every grammar book I ever have bought for my school or my students, it's a waste of time. It is. It frustrates the student. It frustrates me. Do you know the average person who speaks English doesn't know most of the grammar rules? Because we don't care. It's not important. You know, I have people come and they ask me, hey, what's the future perfect tense or something? And I'm like, what is that? I can figure it out if I look at the book, but the point is you don't really need it. If it's that crazy of a grammar question, you don't really need it unless you're going into an academic situation. Then sure, study that. But for the most part, I'm all dry now. For the most part, students want to learn how to communicate. Academic situations aren't really the biggest issue for them. They've already become professionals in their career, and they want to fix this thing. Most of my students, my private students, they're adult learners. And at this stage, they're still frustrated because they can't speak English. And they say, why? What is my problem? Well, let's fix these things, right? That's what it is. They spent all this time, all this money, and they haven't become proficient, skilled, fluent in English because it's not meant to do that. Can you do it? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. All of my students, they're doing it very easily. It's just you have to change the way you look at this. The current system is backwards. It's wrong. We do not learn grammar first. If you take one thing away, if you're still watching this video, the one important thing here is do not learn grammar first. You don't need it. Do not say, oh, I'm learning grammar rules today. No. Focus on patterns, right? Focus on those communication skills, building your confidence. Grammar is easy to fix. Wouldn't you know it? Right as I say, grammar is easy to fix, the video cuts off. Ha! Well, that is the most important thing. Grammar is easy to fix later, after you already read and speak right. Do not worry about grammar so much. Okay, apparently my video was so long that my camera hit its time. 15 minutes, or 14 minutes and 30 seconds, I don't know. I hope this helped. If you have questions, just ask. I try to answer all my questions, and yeah, I just want you to understand, English is a business. Any language is a business. And whether you have to pay for it, it's not the case. There's a lot of free stuff out there. It's not even about paying for it. The most important thing is just you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Yeah. I know I said more than this in the other one. It was so much better in the first one. Why did the camera have to die? So disappointing. Yeah. Now I feel like I've lost my train of thought. But that's okay. You got the basic idea. Here's how you do it. Here's how you learn English. Here's the steps. Here's the steps. Don't do it the other way. Okay? Don't pay too much money for lessons that are easily available for free. Yeah. It's not too late. You can fix all of these issues. I do it with all of my private students. And yes, even I have private students. But it's not like I have a student forever. I fix your problem. All right, great job. See you, bud. That's the key. Move on. There's millions of people trying to learn a language. I'm getting messages now. Okay. This turned into more of like a live stream without the live stream. I should have live streamed this. Me ranting and complaining. Okay. I'll see you for the next lesson. Don't worry. It's a vocabulary lesson. Yeah, the next lesson is a vocabulary lesson. I just uploaded, actually. Now, I'll see you. Goodbye.